¿Qué pasó? It's Sante back with another installment of Caught in the Chaos. This should be number 9. So what I wanted to touch on today is that true nature will prevail. We have to recognize that the power is in our own being, especially with everything that's going on with COVID-19. A lot of people are scattered to and fro, you know, and a lot of people fail to realize that, you know, we as human beings, we have within us the capacity to survive and thrive in dire circumstances. And we see that with, black and brown peoples being oppressed. We've been able to maintain ways of living for generations, under systems of oppression. You know what I'm saying? So, for those of us, some of us will adopt the mentality that we've survived much more dire and extreme circumstances and situations, that why would not be able to survive in this one? This one is really, you can get to a point where you say this one is no different than any other one. It's another man-made virus, put out into the natural environment to wreak havoc and cause mayhem. And we see different societies being impacted in a way where, millions of people have lost their jobs, and so without a doubt, a lot of people's morale and their strength has been shattered. You know what I'm saying? People have a low morale, so people are having to find a way to persevere. For some of us, we can take this energy and transmute it and feel empowered, because it's like, okay, we're in the chaos, so anything really can be created. But it's only perceived through the awareness of your own mind. So the power is in our own being. There's many of us who don't like that 9 to 5, answering to somebody else, going into these different workplaces, having to ascribe to these cultures that are supposedly based on family values and humanistic endeavors, which that's just a facade. A lot of it is a facade. You know what I'm saying? I'm with people who have an entrepreneurial spirit. You know what I'm saying? Who want to be self-determined and self-governing. People get tired of playing the political game, standing in line to vote for somebody to give you your right to survive, and that be in the hands of someone else. That's problematic. But people have been conditioned to believe that that's the right way to live, that we're supposed to be doing that, standing in line voting and having somebody else represent us on a mass scale. You know what I'm saying? But I much rather listen to the animal kingdom and the way nature thrives. Nature is self-sufficient. The earth plane is a regulating system, that speaks for itself. And we can see that when the sun comes out in the morning to when the hurricane touches on land. So it's something to think about. People are being asked to return back to nature and to be more connected to the earth and to be more in relationship to the natural environment. So these are things that need to be taken into consideration. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who vibrate on a high level, and we have to be in we're more perceptible to the energies around us regarding our energy at this time. Certain relationships have to fall away. I'm choosing to no longer engage in relationships where I feel like the energy is not being reciprocated, especially when there are individuals like us who are all about spreading knowledge and bringing the collective to a higher state of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And people start to take you for granted. They take you for granted and they take what you're doing lightly. But see, there are forces at play, and nature will prevail. And that's something that needs to be, I'm not going to say it needs to be understood, because it will be. You know what I'm saying? Once you recognize that the old ways aren't working, the system isn't working, capitalism, imperialism, this indoctrination to modernization, and the problems with Western society. We live in a matrix, or basically a contrived reality that comprises of the new world, you know. And so people are going to have to break out of this. But those of us who are embodying our true power and our knowledge and wisdom, it's a lot of people that they're going to have to see us. They're going to have to see us.